Walk through any city today, and you'll witness something quietly devastating. In coffee shops, couples sit in silence, staring at their phones. On dating apps, endless swipes lead nowhere. In bedrooms across the world, people lie awake feeling more alone than ever, despite being more connected than any generation before us. We're witnessing the slow collapse of romantic connection, and the statistics are staggering. The numbers tell a story that's hard to ignore. Fertility rates have plummeted to historic lows across developed nations. In South Korea, the fertility rate has dropped to just 0.78 children per woman, far below the 2.1 needed for population replacement. Japan, Italy, and even parts of the United States are following similar trajectories. But perhaps most shocking of all, recent demographic studies suggest that nearly half of women in their prime childbearing years may never have children at all. Meanwhile, young men are withdrawing from the dating scene entirely. They're turning instead to online explicit content, video games, and increasingly solitary lifestyles. Some researchers call it the sexodus, a mass exodus of men from romantic relationships. Women, frustrated by what they perceive as emotionally unavailable or immature partners, are choosing to focus on careers, friendships, or simply remaining single rather than settling for unsatisfying relationships. But this raises a crucial question. Why is this happening? Why are modern relationships becoming so challenging that millions of people are simply giving up on love altogether? What's changed so dramatically that something as fundamental as human connection feels increasingly impossible? The answer isn't simple, but it's revealing. We're living through a perfect storm of social, technological, and psychological factors that have fundamentally altered how we relate to one another. At the core of this crisis lies a profound breakdown in communication. Men and women today often feel like they're speaking entirely different languages. Men report feeling constantly criticized, never quite measuring up to expectations they don't fully understand. Women describe feeling unheard, emotionally neglected, and frustrated by partners who seem incapable of genuine intimacy. Social media has created a culture of comparison that's toxic to relationships. Instagram feeds filled with picture-perfect couples create unrealistic expectations. Dating apps reduce potential partners to a series of photos and bullet points, encouraging a consumer mentality toward love. We swipe through hundreds of faces, always wondering if someone better is just one swipe away. Add to this the reality that many people carry unresolved trauma from childhood, previous relationships, or societal pressures. These emotional wounds create defensive patterns that make genuine vulnerability feel dangerous. The result is a generation of people who desperately want connection, but lack the tools to create and maintain it. But what if there was another way? What if the same technology that's contributed to our isolation could also be the key to reconnection? Imagine having access to a mediator that never judges, never gets tired, and never forgets the important details. Something designed not to replace human connection, but to help us rediscover our capacity for it. Picture a counselor available 24 hours a day, one that could help you understand not just what your partner is saying, but what they really mean. An advisor that could help you recognize your own patterns, understand your triggers, and communicate in ways that actually bring you closer together rather than driving you apart. This is where artificial intelligence steps in, not as a cold, mechanical replacement for human warmth, but as the ultimate relationship counselor. Artificial intelligence has the potential to revolutionize how we approach love, communication, and emotional intimacy. Think about what artificial intelligence can offer that traditional relationship counseling often can't. It can listen tirelessly to both partners without taking sides. It can analyze patterns in communication that humans might miss, recognizing when certain words or phrases trigger defensive responses, identifying the underlying needs behind surface-level complaints, and suggesting specific strategies tailored to each person's unique attachment style and emotional history. Artificial intelligence can simulate conversations before they happen, allowing partners to practice difficult discussions in a safe environment. It can help someone understand how their words might land with their partner, offering alternative phrasings that are more likely to be received with openness rather than defensiveness. It can even help couples recognize when they're falling into destructive patterns and suggest interventions in real time. Imagine Sarah and Mike, a couple struggling with the same argument they've had dozens of times. Sarah feels like Mike never listens to her concerns about their future. Mike feels like nothing he does is ever good enough. In the past, this conversation would escalate into hurt feelings and silent treatment. But with AEI, artificial emotional intelligence, the dynamic changes completely. The AI helps Sarah express her underlying fear about security in a way that doesn't sound like criticism. It helps Mike understand that Sarah's concerns aren't attacks on his character, but expressions of her need for reassurance. Suddenly, what was once a source of conflict becomes an opportunity for deeper understanding and connection. This isn't science fiction. It's the logical next step in our understanding of human relationships. Just as we've learned to use technology to enhance our physical health through fitness trackers and medical apps, we can use AI to enhance our emotional and relational health. The beauty of AI in relationships isn't that it makes us more robotic. It's that it helps us become more human. By taking care of the analytical work, tracking patterns, suggesting strategies, providing objective feedback, AI frees us to focus on what we do best: feeling, connecting, and loving. Consider the possibilities. AI that helps long-distance couples maintain intimacy across time zones. AI that assists people with social anxiety and building confidence for dating. AI that helps parents model healthy relationship dynamics for their children. AI that supports couples through major life transitions like career changes, parenthood, or loss. The future of love doesn't have to be one of increasing isolation and disconnection. We don't have to accept that modern life has made genuine relationships impossible. Instead, we can choose to embrace tools that help us bridge the emotional gaps we struggle to close on our own. AI won't replace the irreplaceable magic of human connection, the butterflies of a first kiss, the comfort of being truly understood, the joy of growing old with someone who knows your heart. But it could help more people experience these profound human experiences by giving us the skills and insights we need to build and maintain lasting relationships. Because at the end of the day, everyone deserves a chance at love, understanding, and genuine happiness. Maybe all we need is a little help from a tireless companion that never stops believing in our capacity to connect, to grow, and to love well. Maybe the answer to our loneliness isn't to give up on love, but to get better at it. The future of relationships isn't about choosing between human connection and technology. It's about using technology to become more deeply, authentically human.